bursts into life. It is incomplete.
I got this one wrong last time, so I'm just gonna... Oh, wait, no. That's memory. Oops. They subjected a poor voice actor to doing something like this. Just mumble incoherent words.
Stir. Welcome.
I think I took the wrong direction. Oops. Oh, there is no other direction from this node. I definitely took the wrong direction.
Stir. Welcome. Welcome back, Master.
That should do it. Time to see what's back there.
Not bad. Got it done under 3 minutes. The blade of oppressed souls.
My chosen gather below.
Oh, that's perfect for Gale. I'll throw that on Gale anyway. And he deals psychic damage.
Our destiny, design, downfall.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design, order, perfection, unity, every plane as one, every being in their place.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Taken, corrupted, gone.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
How did the Illithid Empire fall?
I don't know. I'm just glad it fell.
After we see what happens next, I have an idea. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though.
I feel glorious.
Disadvantage on. Sounds cool. Let's send that to camp though.
Ah, well. Good feelings never last, I suppose. Seems I can understand Illithid's script. Thank you, Tadpole.
Blade of Pressed Souls. Oh, just deal psychic damage? That's interesting. Leather gloves. What did I say, Gil?
Got my attention.
That's better than what you have on. You deal psychic damage. Do you have something that deals psychic damage? You don't. Okay. To camp with you. To camp with you as well. Okay. Wait, I said cantrips, what? Spells or cantrips, gotcha. Alright.
These things have stayed interesting.
Let's mess around with this device for just a second to get a... Well, I haven't seen what this mine does. I don't know if I want to.
Shh. This place listens. It knows. If we're going to escape, we have to be smart.
You could totally tell that there's just an invisible actor standing under there because how that neckline looks, right?
Right. You get it. This place is alive. A big thinking thing. And it needs our flesh to grow. So we've got to trick it, see? Make it think. Wait. How did you get in here?
That was a surprisingly competent mind. Waking true willing.
Every day he comes, I want to tell, but the first he says I am the last. She prays the absolute. I hurts. Head. He's given me a place of true soul. Separate cells.
My head! I can feel them in my head!
This is the first person to get at a tadpole.
Lord Gortash.
Or an altered tadpole. And survive the process. Without turning into an Illithid.
Will know mind.
Pardon? Wouldn't do to phlegm all over Lord Gortash during my first performance, would it? Right. He heard me a little over my head, being honest. But the Lord has gold. I trust he knows his business. I have just...
Not that one. Must be waking mine.
Fine bones. Sharp. Pretty enough for a flesh prison. I'd guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another. Oh, for a set of hands to slap your face! The Yankee lost their way the moment Gith threw down the Gate Empire. Only we, Zerai, continue the war to end the Gate forever. Only we fight them on their own battlefield. The mind. A Githzerai's mind is not so easily cracked. Our discipline was the very reason we were attacked. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gate. They destroyed us for it. I never broke, but I've spent all the... Use your tadpole.
You catch the lie. The monk isn't telling everything.
My people dwell in limbo, a realm of pure chaotic thought. With my mind gone, or perhaps not. Death, freedom, they are one. Touch my mind and purge it. At the very moment you do, I will make my knowledge yours. I do not. The Gate have been warping flesh. It is my mind they enslave. It is my mind.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It fades beneath your touch.
It is only knowledge yet, without and I...
Get the Zorai mind barrier learned. Sweet. So, remember at the start of the game when there were a ton of these and nobody knew what they were for? Well, guess you get to carry those around all game long till you come here. At the end of Act 2.
Descend, assemble, prepare, obey.
Obey.
Evacuate.
Okay, I didn't explore last time I was down here, so I'm gonna take a detour real quick. Hopefully it'll be fine. Make a save.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
What's this
The
button do?
device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions. All that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. The device does not react to your presence. Delirium, mania, laughter.
The city.
His mind broke before the end, and he was laughing uncontrollably as the skin. Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raid. This pod pulsates with a man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Raven Guard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply. Amusement, curiosity, fascination. He believed the horrors of Moonrise to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking. Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with every mind flayer in the room, calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Basically fight a bunch of Iliathids to hopefully save some people. I did make a save. Let's try release once. Minthara disapproves. Uh-oh. I've been working on Minthara approval. Might take that one back.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Getting approval with Minthara is going to be a challenge, I think.
My victims await.
Oh, and all the little intellect devourers are enemies. No, don't use any of your spells. might end up having to use the spell to keep the civilians alive. Which, it might be alright.
No mercy.
Oh, that's bad. I thought we were gonna be more resistant to mental attacks, but
I need to hold on.
ouch. Just extracted my brain.
Not going to last much longer.
I just survived 2 more Iliathids. Why did what? Yo, that's what you needed to do. Shadowheart, you have to move.
On the move.
Oh, Mace saved their butts again.
This is not how I die.
Guess we can't take it easy on the mind flayers. We have to use spells. I mean, I guess I can long rest again. Kind of feels wrong to take a long rest down here.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side.
What else is in here?
This must be where they infect and transform the brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae
An
indicates they are
unusual
getting ready
parasite
for
here.
something big.
It's reaching out to me. No more tadpoles in here. Wonder what happened to them.
Brine barrels. Ooh. Oh, there's the secret. Just right there in plain text.
We will take the city. Every soul made true.
Well, we just take that book with us. Alright, attempt number 2. This time, hopefully, with more fireballs from Gale.
Down.
Down by the river?
That took the edge off.
The device is open to your tadpole.
Oh, right. I should have made a save. I should have tried the other option first.
You've made a grave mistake.
Well, you not. Deal as much damage to the mind flayers as possible.
Ready for battle. Lila
Even one less mind flayer would be a big help.
Eliminate.
Wait, what happened to the... Where's the other... There's only one person? What happened to the other person? Thanks.
This is not how I die.
Wow, we really looked out right there. Ow! Oh, that's not fireball. I should have upcasted that. What was I thinking? We're gonna lose this fight again. Although we're missing a civilian. Minthar's almost dead again. I need to get Minthar up. Even if she gets knocked down.
Unleash me.
Death is but a word away.
Made it through that fight. Hey bub, who are you?
stench. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in that pod. In there it only smelled like me. Is there any news about Duke Ravengard? Did he get out alive?
Not a bub. Topaz. Haven't seen one of those yet.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart.
That smell.
And you, my
I can feel it in my throat. I'll never be rid of it. There'll be hells to pay for this. If I make it out of here alive.
Okay, well, we're missing a person, so I need to reload anyway. I just want to see if we can actually make it through the fight. With a couple clever uses of fireball, we could totally make it through that, though. I think I'll just save all my higher level slots for fireballs. AoE clear is way more important in almost every fight than anything else. No matter how cool the spell is, it seems.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side.
I'm gonna make a save right there.
This must be where they infect and
Your tadpole. The device is open to your tadpole's
What happens if I
screams,
perch?
psychic agony, terror, then nothing.
That was pretty evil. Alright, how much approval did I lose? Not a lot. I got some approval from Minthara. I didn't lose a lot from Shadowheart. Okay. You know what? That's an easier decision to live with,
brine pools,
I
but
guess.
empty of tadpoles.
An unusual
Unusual.
parasite here.
Harvesting all the larvae indicates they
reaching
are
out
getting
to me.
ready for something big.
No more tadpoles in here. Wonder what happened to them.
So the mind flayer ship
Some who
we
worked
were
here
on.
were not thralls or undead. They were loyal to Ketheric and his grim cause.
Embrace death. Become death. You are the sacred hand that reaches from the...
Oh no, I gotta go back to that machine and listen to that mind because I've never heard that mind either. I just like,
General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers.
okay.
Lie, I shall present you.
I'm okay with slaughtering whoever you
I
are.
will enjoy this. Taking up position.
Never a dull moment. Have to keep going.
Maybe I get a nice armor set out of it. You thought you were safe.
Not even the worms will want your carcass once I'm done with you.
Misty stepped. Okay. Oh, I care about that. Fireball's a what level spell? Oh. I have an auto react for higher levels of spells, so if they upcasted that, it would have been bad. Got hit for 0. Come on, Gale, show them what a real fireball looks like. I don't actually, never mind. How about a scorching ray? 1 scorching, 2 scorches, 3 little scorching. Path is interrupted.
Indeed.
Disadvantage because you're threatened. Radio sickness I don't care about. Go ahead and cast all the radio sickness you want. When I cut you down with Minthara, you are gonna feel it. Oh, I want to save Minthara's stuff for the big fight.
Think you can take me on?
Can't give up.
The lance board is set. I shall make sweet music of your scream.
What? I don't get the armor they're wearing? That's not fine. Maybe it's the clothes they're wearing. Wait, what's that? Nah. Oh, I think there's something to do here. In a different playthrough, I suppose.
Down.
By the river.
Need to find a way forward.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation. The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
If the character doesn't comment on it, I'm not going to bother either. Alright.
We are rested enough.
Obey. Evacuate.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
So we got a couple of more mines to go interrogate. Oh, there's a healing thing right there. I could have saved that short route. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. There's nothing else down here that's going to be hostile to us for now.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
They won't be laughing much longer. Won't be any more. This Gortash fella's got an idea. Kind of a training camp. Don't know. This won't be.
All the benefits of a cleric. No guards required.
I would say all the benefits of the cleric.
My head hurts. Can I go back to bed, Mummy?
Oh no.
I live here. We saw a big spiky snake. I'm just very sleepy, Mummy. With big wiggly legs. Night, night, Mummy. Love.
Well, that was sad.
Descend. Obey. Liberate.
Put a save up here just in case this doesn't turn out the way I think it will.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
It's almost like it's excited by something, drawn to it.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind.
A member of your party is not ready to proceed. Well, which one?
No longer a back.
We've found it.
I hope that problem fixed itself. Okay, good.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure. Like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again, 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 again. But He must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The Lash of Ball!
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yes, just talk out loud, Gil.
To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands.
Oh! Okay. If I sent Gale in here by himself?
One last gust of weave. One last gale to end them all.
No!
Yo, I totally want to see this happen. Do I deliver the content or what? I've been wanting to see this cutscene since I knew that Gale could blow up in a huge explosion.
Beneath the smoking ashes of Moonrise Towers, the Elder Brain lies destroyed. But what of the tadpoles it commanded? Freed of the Absolute's control, they will complete their transformations. A plague of illithids will soon descend on the Sword Coast, enslaving all they do not infect. It is an ending of sorts, though not the one destiny had in store for you.
No shit. Well, there we go. We beat Baldur's Gate 3. It's over. It was way shorter than I wanted it to be. Like, I'm never playing this game again because of how short it was. It's over, right? That was the one and only ending to this game, and there's definitely no others to reload a game for and try. Just, nope. That was it. That's the one definitive and only ending. We even got the credits, clearly. Yo, this song though. Oh yeah, and if anybody was thinking that the general guy, the Undying, would be immortal through that and live again, he shouldn't be, because we broke Balthazar's, whatever Balthazar did to the Asimar when we freed her. He hasn't had time to like tap her energy again. That's why he was scared of the Slayer, because he's mortal and he hasn't bound the Asimar again. So he is mortal. He will definitely die in that ending. And then the Asimar will probably recover or live. Maybe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Well, that was my one and only full and complete run because of how short the game was. What a disappointment. No big storyboard ending, just a little nothing at the end. I'm very disappointed. It was shaping up to be the game of the year for me. Now it's, might not even be game of the week. I want to say that the explosion that happened because of the orb was very underwhelming. I was hoping that the game would end on like, kind of like a nuclear device kind of end, where it went really big and like blew up like half the world or something kind of crazy. I'm trying so hard to not exit out of the credits and immediately reload a save and actually continue on with Act 3. Because of course there's more game to play. This is not the end of my YouTube series. I just wanted to see if it could happen. And it turns out the Mad Lads did it. You have a lot of freedom to do whatever you want, including end the game early. This isn't the end of even this YouTube series. We're gonna keep going. Obviously. I want to see if there is maybe like a post-credit scene, some more disappointed voice lines from Amelia. Maybe get like a little video of Sven. Just being like, you numpty, reload the game. I hope it doesn't delete my campaign and make me start over again for doing this. That would be... Well, I'd be very mad. I mean, I get it, because they were like, you beat the game, delete campaign. Pfft. I'd be very mad if that happened. No, I'm really enjoying my time in this game, and I'm really enjoying the breaker chains kind of style of, you know, who you're slave to, who's your master. No, chain yourself to me. Break all your loyalties. Swear fealty to me, the player, instead of whatever you're, you know. I admit, you know, some tieflings had to be sacrificed along the way. And that's okay. It was worth it. You know, I'm kind of disappointed in the Carlet character. I expected her to, like, you know, not die in the first act, and, you know, actually be, you know, a character that we could play as, but apparently not. Guess not. And Will just left. We never saw Will again. What happened to Will? His quest completed, and he just dipped out. He said, "I'm done." He just ran away. He didn't even try to fight us. He was just gone. Come on, post-credit scene. Come on, hurry up. I shouldn't be impatient with this. But I mean, after all of the work that they put into this game, all the love and care, all the silly, just awesome, amazing stuff that I've been able to do and see, I'll let the credits roll. They deserve it. I gotta hand it to them. The music is phenomenal. They nailed the music. I'm gonna make a comparison that is probably not wise, but Baldur's Gate 3 has been hyped up to the point of where Cyberpunk was. I'd say maybe even more. And it did live up to the hype, I want to say, in my opinion. And I haven't even got through the whole game yet, but I think it's definitely lived up to the hype. Warts and all. The bugs are minor, they're not game breaking, and they don't really bother me. I like pointing them out because it's just like, oh, the quest won't close. I'll point them out a few times and then move on. But even then, the voice acting is amazing. The work they put on into this game is I'm blown away. That cutscene where Shadowheart chose willingly without me saying anything, because I chose to leave it in her hands, where she threw the spear away. My jaw hit the floor. Yeah, and then everything that came after was just like, you know, everything I could, it was everything I could do to just not stand up and scream, yeah, at the top of my lungs when that happened, because, like, that was awesome. And then the cutscene after is just like the cherry on top, was just like, oh yeah, content, give me more. Give me more of the good stuff. Hopefully there's more of the good stuff in Act 3. I'm really hoping. It's like, I got a little taste in Act 2 of just how awesome the game can be. I just, you know, just a little more, just a little more of that. Just, you know, give me an hour and a half of that. It probably won't be like that, but you know, I can hope, right? I think one of the things I'm most surprised about is during some of the dialogues, I'll be asking a question out loud, and then the dialogue options will show up with the question that I have, and it's just like, yes, that question right there, and then like I almost try to immediately pick it, because it's like, that's the question I have. That's the question I screamed out loud before I even knew I could have questions, or questions to pick from. I mean, so I think that's really good writing. That's good writing that causes that. They know the kind of questions they're invoking that people are going to ask, and then they just leave that as like low-hanging fruit for people like me to be like, yeah. You know, I'm kind of happy to say there is no subverting your expectations here. I expected something awesome, and I think my playthrough so far has delivered. Although, coming into Baldur's Gate 3, all I could think about was Cyberpunk 3 was just as hyped as this game, and when it launched, it was not this game's launch where it's amazing. Let's put it like that. Probably a nicer way to say that. So with that bad taste in my mouth coming into Baldur's Gate 3, finding bugs as late of the release, within a week of the release, we played through the early access, and I found a game-breaking bug in the path I took. And if you watch the video at the start where if you've been watching my YouTube videos for my whole playthrough, you'll know that we killed the druids. And if you go through with Minthara and systematically take out the tieflings and then the druids, the game doesn't soft lock. But if for some reason before you sick Minthara on the camp, if you go through and kill the druids specifically first, for whatever reason, they get mad at you because you stole something and you just decide to systematically kill them all. If you then go to Minthara and sick her on the camp and then try to go through with Minthara, the game soft locks. Or at least it did in early access, because you would kill the tieflings And then she would say, okay, go kill the druids. And at that point, your game was soft locked because the druids are already dead. So there was no progressing the story at all. Now, hopefully they fixed that. Or hopefully they know about it. And then will fix it. Because that, you know. There is a fix as the player, which is understand that games on launch are more than likely will have a bug or two somewhere. So remember to make a whole bunch of saves. Not just Baldur's Gate 3, but any game that is a brand new release. They don't intend it to be a buggy mess, but sometimes bugs happen. So having a robust save system is probably a good idea. And making enough saves to, like, if you experience a game-breaking bug, you can go back before you hit a game-breaking bug. Playtesters chosen by the Absolute. I just saw that. Nice. Yeah, if they really want to blow me away, there will be a post-credit scene for this specific ending. That would really blow my socks off. So we're waiting it out. We're gonna wait it out till the credits are done. So you might want to fast forward the YouTube video, I guess. Unfortunately, I can't fast forward the credits. I mean, I appreciate seeing the large name list. There's just a giant thank you to all the people who made this game possible. Obviously, I appreciate it. I bought it before you could even play the full game. And if they come out with any DLC, you can bet your bacon I'm buying that too. Game's so good, I'll buy any DLC they make it. Well, okay. I'll buy any story DLC that, you know, has some, like, reactions through the story. And one thing I'm not even trying to subtly hint at is if they make, like, an idiot savant playthrough, or just being able to play a very low intelligence character is one of the things I want to see happen in at least a DLC. Playing with, like, a 3 intelligence character, like, just barely above going comatose intelligence level character. And, like, listening to all... They'd probably have to record a ton of reactivity voice lines, and they probably don't want to do that. But if they did it for a DLC and, you know, charged a price that would let them make that, I'd still buy it. To have characters react to, like, an insanely dumb character would be amazing. Especially if they were, like, a wizard or something that's intelligence-based. Like, the first quest giver would be like, hey, I need you to go do that. And then you'd say, like, and they'd be like, oh, you're special. Go get... etc., etc. I think that'd be great. And maybe they deliver some DLC like that. I mean, fingers crossed, you know? They did a good job with the game. Well, at least I think they did. I haven't seen it all yet. What I've seen, though, is just... I hit the spot. Words from the team. Val for everything. Lars, Mattis, Laura, Alexander for everything. My parents for everything. Gustav for being Gustav. Keith Westwood, or Kush Westwood for all their support and love and TikTok ideas. Iona, Nobo, Two Survivors. I can't read that fast. Thank you for everything. Special thanks to lots of people. Thank you for all your patience. You might have to pause just to read that. To my family, friends, and partner. Thank you. Oh, not from one person as like a giant letter. From every person on the team who wanted to say thank you to someone special. That's amazing. This is amazing. Thank you, Mom, for your support. This is awesome. Even the credits are awesome. To my parents and friends, I'd imagine they said thank you. Special thanks to everyone. And these are all individual people getting their own line of thank you. Our art floor doggos. To my everything Darth Godlike. that's a name combo. Ooh, Patricia, you got a paragraph. A well-written paragraph. I like the little short and sweet thank yous. Shout out to the boys. To the ultimate troll. He knows why. To my farming friends. Hey, that's me. Well, I think. Oh, to my late dad. Thank you for the passion. There's even nice little personalizations there. To my husband and parents that helped me mop up the blood, sweat, and tears. Pouring their heart and soul into this game, and you can tell. Oh no. In remembrance of. Oh. That's a lot. Wow. Baldurian babies. Ooh, baby cat Luna born with the blessings on Eshir. Oh, that poor cat. Born with the blessings of Eshir. Although Eshir seems to be taking care of the rats in their temple, so. And they're fiercely loyal. Maybe the cat will be alright. Our 2.5 million early access players. Oh, thank you to our 2.5 million early access players. Thank you to you for playing this game and supporting us and sharing our love for classic RPGs. If I could learn how to read out loud. Please don't tell me my game's deleted and I have to start all over again. Okay, whew. Campaign's still there. We're gonna continue on to Act 3 in the next video. no end of cutscene screen, no extra stuff after the credits rolled. But we did find unending. And it was kind of unsatisfying if I left the game there. So tune in next time for hopefully we'll find the rest of the game and maybe a better ending that satisfies just a little bit more. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.